With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. First down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over first and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is Aaron Jones, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up for the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Single slot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike, check 33. 33. And let's get this.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Seahawks nothing.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
10-yard
Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Browns.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to go up top again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21. Seahawks, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Browns 28, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a carry for Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll run on 1st down. T. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Double tight, 3 down, 3 down. Cougar 19. He's coming in. We got double up. Shoot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. One more time with Jacobs. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
34.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
And 5.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey,
That's out to the left and complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
36-yard.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
3. Watch 9. Watch 9. Tight end left. Tight end left.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
To number 24.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
46-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He can run for it, and he will. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cleveland.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll go again to Jones.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Nothing.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Teague, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Push him back.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So, Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.